Woohoo, guys. I got some good news. Yay! We fixed it. We fixed it. We fixed it. So, yep, we absolutely fixed it. Let me, because I kind of changed settings on my desktop again, because why not? Let me, yes, you're on the desktop now. Let's go to display settings. Let's kick you down to 75. Let's kick you down to 75 also. Let's apply both of that, because what that's doing is it's allowing me to see the chat over here on the right. Now I gotta come over here and resize this. Why not? Maybe. Uh, it's weird like that. All right, so let's come over here on this real quick. It's always something. It's always something. All right, let's see. Can we do that? No. Da 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 da. All right, so that's the thing right there. Okay. Let's go to properties. That's weird. Huh. Preview scaling, canvas. Is that it? Hold on, let's maximize this. We got this shit all jacked up, guys. Uh, bu- 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 that scale to window. Let's scale that back to window. But see, it should actually be showing. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's do this. Let's see what that does. All right. Nope. Let's go back to this one. Let's remove this for just a second. All right. And let's go ahead and add another. Let's see. Capture window, capture display, capture. Yes, let's capture. Let's add a new one, totally and completely different. HDMI display 2. There we go. Now, let's come on. Do. There we go. It's starting to work with us now, guys. So something was boogered up with that other one. All right, beautiful. And now what we're going to do is we're going to lock that in right there. Okay, now we'll move this over here, maximize that. Now you can actually see my desktop now. Woohoo, yay! All right, beautiful. Now let's look at this chat over here. Here, let's do that. Maybe. Or not. But I can still see it nonetheless, though. Yeah, I can still read it. All right, beautiful. So, here's what we got. Okay. Now, I watched like 16, 17 videos. Here, I'll open up my browser so you can see. All these tabs right here is how to mint this, that, blah, 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 and all that stuff. I watched all those videos a half a dozen times, okay, guys? And not a damn one of them worked. But we do have it, and I'll show you. Here's Fishing Planet. It's awesome working fishing games. Here's Fishing Planet right here. So we're going to go ahead and play this bad boy for you beautiful people. Hold on just one second. It's a Monday morning. Uh, Shit. I forgot to select the stream over here to the right, guys. Hold on. Or to the left. Let me select my stream. Let me refresh it. There we go. Sweet. All right. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and make that always on top. Da 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 da. All right. Anyhow, let's get this do 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 do. All right. Like I said, it's a Monday morning. Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday morning, so expect my phone to blow up for at least an hour. What is this Amazonian maze? Okay, all right, sweet. Nope, 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 nope. All right, so there it is, and you know what? We can actually go to Lone Star and all that stuff, just to show you that it is in fact working and all that stuff. So with that being said, we're on top of the world, guys. Guys, we are on top. We got this figured out. But anyhow, I will probably do a stream on how I ended up getting the 8 terabyte hard drive to actually work with Linux. It is nothing like what the videos said and all that stuff. It actually wasn't that complicated because I took a step back from last stream last night when we were trying it and all that stuff, and it was like something I'm missing. Why are we doing 39 frame rates? That's what do we got going on over here? Let's take that down to fantastic and just go from there and see what that does. All right, so let's run up here. I finally figured out what to do with those boxes and stuff. You come right here and you hit the E key. I don't know what it is for your specific key and all that stuff, but anyhow, you hit the E key and it gives you baits. I'm not sure if they put it in my inventory. Maybe. I don't know. I got so many baits I can't keep up with them all. Alright, so this game's working. That's weird. The frame rates are like all of a sudden tanking, and y'all know. You know what? Let's go with this. Setting right here. Nope. Let's go with this setting. Let's try that. Something seems different on the frame rates. What are we doing wrong? Let's try a 19 by 1200. Let's walk out here to the dock and just kind of look around. All right, we're at 63 frame rates. Oh, wow. Frame rates are absolutely being lost. Do. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Actually, YouTube seems to be drunk this morning because I'm actually uploading minimum 3,500 kilobytes per second, and that's normally between that and 4,500. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's the damn graphic settings just go away. Completely lost its shit. All right, let's go to video. That's got to be what's going on. Was it 1080? 1980 by 1020, isn't it? I think. Yeah, that's it right there. All right, let's go with beautiful. Keep that. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at my OBS is like screaming, "Hey, shit went sideways, south, something." Yeah, it's still screaming that shit. Uh, yeah, something's going on. Uh, yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with OBS. See, I'll show you. See these numbers right here. This is the first time it's done that. See these numbers right here. Uh, it's like OBS, and see right there 3500. So you can see, but it's like OBS just took a complete shit. This is whatever. I quit, which is weird. Uh, but nonetheless, though, the game is actually working, and we'll sort OBS out later. Um, so there's that one. We'll go ahead and exit. Excuse me. And then hopefully OBS will calm down. Give me just a second. Uh-huh. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Give me just a second, guys. I gotta scroll back through some stuff. Uh-huh. Way the hell back. Do 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 do. I gotta look up something real quick. Oh, quit. There we go. I can go ahead and do that and get that ready. All right, now let's go to this one. Let me just double check my display over here. What the hell I got going on with my display? Maybe it's because of that. Maybe. Could that be what's going on? Actually, let's take that there. Okay. Let's take that there. All right. Beautiful. Now we got to adjust our thing again. So let's go ahead and remove that display capture. That's OBS display capture. All right. All right, now. Nope, unlock it. Give me a second, guys. I'm sorting life out over here. Oh, let's get that out of the way because it's messing my stuff up over here. Da, 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 da. Chief, you've really done screwed it all up. All right, let's there we go. We got it. We figured it out, guys. Do 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 do. Da, 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 da. All right. And then a little bit more perfect. Now, let's lock that down. All right, now. Shit, damn chat's so T90 now. Give me just a second. I'll figure out my chat. See how small the T90 chat is. Oh, brother, I done made the switch from Windows. Welcome, Dirty, was it Lesson? Liaison? Did I pronounce it right? Yeah, I done switched from Windows to Linux and been on Linux for a minute now. And I have not looked back. Yes. Come on. Come on, you stupid chat. I'm trying to. I've got my shit all screwed up today. Let's see. View. Nope. Docs. Nope. Profile. Sling selection tools. Do. Alright. There we go. I've got it fingered out now. It was a control shift, a plus and minus key. Alright, let's see. Like a cut. Lesion. Like an abrasive lesion. Okay. I think that's I pronounced it right. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Yeah, I made the switch a few years ago. Now I could never use Windows as a main. I know, right? Because I was a little afraid of swapping over myself. I gotta scroll back and look at something real quick. I gotta post and share something real quick. But yes, I used to be on Windows 10 Professional Edition. Stupid. Oh my gosh, come on. Nope. I'm trying to do something on my phone at the same time. It's typical Monday. um, but yeah, I went to Linux Mint Cinnamon 22.3. Hell, I do more, if not. Yeah, I know I do more on my computer now than I did on Windows that I ever did. And with that being said, I couldn't do half the shit I do on my Linux with Windows. All right, now that we got that squared away, let's go here. All right, we'll send that off and all that stuff. All right. Oh yes, it is very fun now that we're not having to dick with the phone. Now let's go ahead and start this. And I had. The fuck is my phone drunk now? Okay, my phone got all drunk or something. Fuck, I don't know. All right, now that that's not drunkified now, it's a Monday. All right, so where was I at? Oh yes, so I went from Windows 10 Professional over to Linux Mint. several months ago. And yes, there's some caveats to changing operating systems. Okay, there's no doubt about that. However, y'all remember whenever I had streamed before and after I had swapped, and I had showed the sheer amount of resources that my hardware had available once I switched from Windows to Linux, which was stupid amount of difference. My computer's like 4, 5, 6 times faster than it ever was on Windows. And instead of using 94 to 96% of my graphics card, processor, hard drive, RAM, all that stuff, I use just like 1.2 to 1.8% of that now versus the 92 and better. So here's this game right here. Let's go ahead and get past all this, and let's look at the options. Video. All right, so we can go ahead and leave that at 1920-ish, maybe. But anyhow, that game is installed and working on Linux on the 8 terabyte hard drive. Okay. And here, I'll show you on my. What the hell is all that shit? Alright, let me restart Steam because apparently it's all cocked up now because I changed the display settings and all that. And anyhow, getting back to our conversation about the whole Linux, all of my admins in my Discord are now on Linux operating system now, as well as my neighbors and stuff like that. Oh, I know what my problem is, guys. I need to get some coffee real quick. So let me see if I can switch to my headset mic. Testing. All right, so I'm gonna drag y'all over here with me, and we're gonna go get some coffee. Let's go ahead and change that to out to. There we go. That way, if somebody yells at me or something, I can be able to hear them. All right, let's go grab that refill of coffee, guys, because I've literally been up all night working on all this stuff. So I'm running a little low on battery power. And it's raining this ass off here right now. I try to throw Booker out the door, and he's like, nope, too wet. Ain't happening. He's a bougie little bitch. But we love him. But, yes, getting back to the whole Linux ordeal and all that stuff. I had to go through some rabbit holes to learn how to get OBS to work, sound card, video card, which is actually not all that hard, if I'm to be honest. And then now I had this 8 terabyte hard drive. Hold on 1 second, gotta get a sip. Good stuff. This 8 terabyte hard drive, and I wanted to reformat everything because when I first installed Steam on Linux, it was on the main hard drive, which would be the equivalency of C drive for all you Windows drivers out there now. And well, it's only a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and I've got like 6.2 terabytes of games. You see where I'm going with this? And the problem that I had is whenever I had swapped over from Windows 10 Professional to Linux, the 8 terabyte hard drive where all my games were on was not in a Linux format that Steam and Linux could recognize, because i.e. Windows, you know. And that's what I've been doing, and it took me like 5 days to format that damn hard drive. I shit you not, it was crazy. I had some good coffee right there this morning, folks. That's some real good coffee. But yeah, 5 days for that hard drive to
to format, and I'm like, holy shit. So, we got that done. It finished up yesterday evening, and now I'm in the process of installing my Steam games, which you saw two of them, uh, under the Linux and the Steam. It stopped raining all of a sudden. I'm looking out to make sure I don't see no tornadoes, because that's a thing. Uh, Under the Linux and Steam environment with Proton and all that stuff. And that's what we're doing. That way I can actually start bringing uh, more content to my channel other than just Fishing Planet and Fishing Planet and all that stuff. Because you see my Steam library, I've got like 200 and something games. And we've already got a Epic figured out also.
Mic switch. There we go. We're on the boom mic again. Haha. But now I got to go through the whole process of moving my which we'll go to view my profile. It's just faster to count my games and all that stuff. So I've got 216 games. Okay. So I'd like to bring some more of those over to my channel and stuff like that. Just saying. But we're figuring it out as we go, guys. You get to watch my mistakes and learn from me and all that stuff. And it's just part of the process. All right, so Fishing Planet we know works. This one works. Now, if I installed these directly to my, quote, C drive, they would work no problem. We don't want that. Let's see. I guess I need to pay attention to the chat, huh? Let's see. I have no doubt there's a learning curve, but like you said, the idle usage difference alone. Oh shit! Yeah, hell, I was using like 6.8 gigabytes of RAM. Yeah, I was using 4 to 6 gigabytes of RAM, just sitting there watching my monitor, and my computer was not doing a damn thing. And I'm like, and my computer is like using 86% processing. I'm like, but it ain't doing nothing. It's just fucking sitting there, And then whenever I installed Linux, it was like, it's like not even a gigabyte of RAM usage just sitting there looking back at me. It's like, guys, the difference, daylight and dark right there. I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. So, with that being said, yeah, I recommend Linux. I use Linux Mint Cinnamon Edition because from what all I've read and all that, I felt like that was probably the best with the whole me playing Steam games and Epic games and OBS live streaming and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, there's a huge learning curve because those of y'all that's been around my channel and all that stuff. By the way, Dirty, welcome to my channel and glad that you're here. I'm glad to be here, obviously, you can tell. But for those rest of y'all that's been around my channel for any length of time, I like to do modding tutorials. Okay, give you a couple of examples: modding Imperium Galactic Survival, Sins of the Solar Empire 2, Stranded Alien Dawn, things of that nature. And if you Google or YouTube those 3 games specifically, that's why I use those games. If we start downloading and install things, we're going to make OBS shit on itself and YouTube get drunk. So we're not going to do that. But we'll load this game back up. Those 3 games that I named off specifically, you can find videos on how to install mods or how to add mods or mod showcases. But you're damn hard pressed to find actual tutorial videos on how to actually mod the games themselves. See what I'm saying? So, I decided, that my channel would be more tailored to modding instructional videos and all that. The occasional Booker showing off his road guard vest, not his RotoGuard vest, but his medical service animal vest. Me playing the piano and just goofing around and stuff like that. I'm not really a serious gamer. I could care two shits less about games at the end of the day because there's more important things to life than sitting around the house being a console peasant basement dweller. So with that being said, I do like to dabble in computer software, games, and stuff like that. But I could care less. My life doesn't revolve around all that stuff. But I do like to teach people, and that's hence the whole modding series and all that. And getting back to what actually started this conversation, yes, I go left on tangents quite often, so just bear with me. I'll get us to where we're trying to go. Those three games specifically, you can't find no tutorials on how to actually mod the games. And because in my nature, I like helping people because I've been there, how do I mod this game? And you go to look for something, and there's no instructions on how to mod it. So when you're modding on Linux versus Windows, there is a caveat. There is a huge caveat, especially whenever you're running Wine and Proton and Lutris, and then you're using things like mod.io, Steam's Workshop. Well, Linux doesn't store that stuff in directories like Windows does. So with that stuff, with that being said, you got to go through a whole completely new file architecture to find where Lutris, mod.io, Wine, and all that stuff stores all these mods so that you can actually start modding them. And that's what we're getting ready to start those series on, especially Imperium Galactic Survival and Sins of the Solar Empire 2, because I've actually had people ask me, hey, could you show me how to do this? I took your advice. I went to Linux Mint and stuff like that. And, I'd like to be able to mod and all that stuff. And I also, they've thrown in there like what me and Dirty's been talking about in the chat about how Linux is stupidly fast compared to Windows. Windows can go pound sand. And not only that, Microsoft managed to piss off 4 fucking countries: Italy, Sicily, Germany, and the United States. All 4 of those countries are actually hard investigating Microsoft right now because of this whole Windows 11 debacle and all that stuff. But, we're not going to get into all that political drama BS. But when you manage to piss off 4 countries and they're all for investigating you managed to accomplish some shit. You've moved a mountain. But I digress. So all of me and my admins, we all went on Linux Mint Cinnamon 23 or 22.3 version, and we're all on the same thing. That way, if either one of us has a problem, we can help each other. And I'm the one that jumped off the cliff into the rabbit hole of getting all this stuff figured out and all that, because I've been dealing with software for over 21, 22 years now. Back when Windows 3.1 was a thing. So actually more than that. Shit, that's about 26, 27 years ago, Dirty, something like that, when Windows 3.1 came out. So I've been dealing with software for a minute. And we're not even going to talk about the MSQ basics and all that stuff. So. But I actually used to, when I was in the military 20 years ago, we had a problem with, I think it was back then, it was Windows XP, Windows Vista. Is it Windows 2000, Windows Vista, Windows XP, somewhere around in that era of time. And so my company in the military, we went over to Ubuntu, which those of y'all that's been around Linux for a minute, Ubuntu is like stupidly old and has become very robust and all that as far as an operating system, which Linux Mint itself is based off of Ubuntu and Debian and so forth. So, here we are today. We are putting Steam games on my 8 terabyte hard drive. This guy right here. which is labeled Steam main. Here's the Steam library. So, but it took me like 5 days to format this big beastly bastard 7.7 terabyte, might as well say 8 terabyte hard drive. For whatever reason, Linux, when it deletes a hard drive, it's literally like programs the Department of Defense uses to destroy and shred all data, evidence, or whatever's on the hard drive. It completely destroys it, rewrites it, and stuff like that. And that's what I didn't know that, because remember, guys, I'm still learning this stuff. Dirty, I'm not ignoring you or nothing like that on your whole catchy OS and all that stuff. Don't know what Byte Fix is writing. This is an English chat channel and all that stuff, so please Google translate it, DuckDuckGo translate it, and retype it and all that stuff. And if you don't speak English, I apologize for that. But try to Google translate it and all that stuff, please. ByteFix01, thank you. But with that being said, so I'm learning stuff, still learning, dragging y'all along with me and all that stuff. But I watched like 16, 17 videos on how to quote. I'm air quoting, as y'all can see me. I'm air quoting this on how to hook up a hard drive for Steam. This, that, guys. Not one damn one of those videos worked. It just didn't. But I ended up figuring it out this morning, and well, you can see. All right, now let's try this Ultimate Fishing Simulator now. Fair enough. Dirty, if you don't mind helping them translate all that stuff, if you don't mind, please and thank you. Either which way, good morning to all of you beautiful viewers in the chat. We are absolutely still glad that y'all are here. So let's try this third fishing game and all that stuff. I think this is all the fishing game. Now, one important thing, guys, and Dirty can definitely vouch for this. Whenever your Linux operating system starts doing that, don't fucking skip it or cancel it. Let it do that. It's supposed to do that. So, yes, I had one of my admins do that. So we had to completely uninstall the game, reinstall it, because it just screws everything up. So you let the Vulkan shaders do their thing and sort their life out, okay? Don't stop it. Let it go. It saves you drumming during the long run. Let's get some more of that coffee, folks. Oh, yes. And I think where's my mouse? Oh, there it is. Do I have a profile from the Steam Cloud? No. Normal, realistic, sandbox. You know what? Let's just do normal. Profile name, Master Chief. I think this was the very first. I think this is the very first game, guys. Whenever I had my back surgery, that I actually played. I'm trying to get over here to. Let's skip tutorials because we're trying to get over here to shut the music off. Let's kick that resolution down a little bit, like stupidly down. To right there. Yep. And we're going to save that. Alright. Music, we're going to turn that off. Alright. Let's see. Underwater blur, field fusion 60, very high texture quality. That's high. Everything's very high. Beautiful. Alright, let's see. We're going to save that. Alright. Now, let's go back to local game type, local multiplayer. Let's go to multiplayer private room. All right, let's catch back up on chat while we're doing that. Let's see. The Linux distro I use is Catchy OS. It's I can't describe it. It's perfect. Perfection. It's only really for more modern hardware. Though I believe I do love the Mint variations though. Let's hold on. Nope. Because I gotta scroll over the chat to will the chat up down real quick. All right, let's see. Yes. So far I've tried Linux Mint, which I'd mentioned that earlier, and then I do have some other hard drives, like a 1 terabyte hard drive that I want to do another distro. Probably would try something like Arch or something like that. I just haven't got there quite yet. So indeed, skip equal game will run like shit. Yes, yes, you're absolutely right. Because like I said, we ain't gonna talk about how that ended up happening. But all right, so yes, this is actually the first game that I played fishing. I remember this game now, because whenever I noticed the motion blur, so sorry. But yes, I remember this game now, and it was actually a pretty good little game. It's not up there with Fishing Planet, but that's okay. So right over here, let's see. I'm trying to remember how to cast. Hold on. Let's see. Cast, reset, throw, zoom, equipment, change hour, pause. I don't remember how to cast, guys. Oh, that's the drag right there. All right, left button to cast. Okay, left button. All right, there we go. Left button to release. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, this is the first fishing game, and I actually enjoyed this. Had fun. Um, are we even fishing with anything? uh, but yeah, I mean, this is a pretty game in its own right. I mean, like I said, it doesn't have the. Are you doing something over here? Um, can we zoom in? I don't remember. Change view. Oh, there we go. I guess we have a bait on it. But yeah, I mean, this this little game right here, it was a fun game and all that stuff, and I enjoyed it. Yep, got a fish. Look at there. Woohoo! What? The line broke. Well, all right, but. Now you know, guys, this here game works also, okay? Now, we're going to go check out another game because I'm pretty sure that I have other games installed and all that stuff. It's Monday. I still got a text on the phone, guys. It's an inside joke. All right. So that game works. Now, let's go over here. This is a little something different right here. Now, all these games right here it's just in this category, installed and working, guys. This is all the games that I have, or they were installed on this drive right here. Let's go over here and I'll show you. Go over to the settings. Hey, there's my Steam friends list code if you want it and all that. Not that I'm trying to hide it, but they were all installed on this drive right here. But if you look, I now have this drive, the 7 terabyte, 8 terabyte hard drive. So, with that being said, this guy is installed on the 8 terabyte hard drive. So let's go ahead and load that up now and go from there. The games that I have came across, remember guys, when this comes up, let it do that. Don't skip or cancel, okay? Like the AAA games and stuff like that, because of the quote anti-cheat software, I think is what the forums that I was reading says it causes the problem or something like that. But guys, you have to admit though, Valve with their Proton and their Linux support for 90% or 99% of the games that Valve has on Steam, you have to admit they absolutely slapped the shit out of Bill Gates and Microsoft in their face and teabagged their ass. I'm just throwing that out there. Take it however you want. I don't care about Fortnite or nothing like that. I have seen a lot of kids and teenagers steal their mommy and daddy's credit cards, and just I've seen it cause a lot of stupid come out people on Fortnite. So I don't have nothing to do with that one. All right, let's grab that smokies and that cup of coffee. Let me get that sip of coffee. So, Dirty Legion, what are you up to this morning and all that stuff? And better yet, what brings you to my channel at 6:30, 6:50 in the morning? All right, so Ellen Tale is a game that you control a tavern, kind of like in Dark Ages, medieval time, and you can hire owls. Yes, owls. You know, like woo owls to Now, I always change the graphics, guys, to 1920 by 1080. Why? I don't know. But, confirm. Because that's mainly what I stream to my channel for. And my channel's screaming, hey, you lost the whole damn thing. Tavern. All right. We're going to name this after Booker. Booker's Pub. What? I can't put a space in it? Friends only. Okay. And yes, this is a co-op game right here also, so you can drag your friends into this game and you can actually co-op with them, which is kind of cool. Oh, there you go. So yeah, this is a little cutesy game right here, guys. Like I said, there's your tavern right there. Hey, I thought I named that. All right, run over here and we'll talk to him.
You are the new owner of the tavern we're standing in front. Wow. Some dream of, well, what? Well, it's a no. Nice to meet you. I'm a simple, what a wonderful place.
Okay. Can we tab out?
Our land is wonderful.
All right.
It's not always peaceful, especially at night. Monsters roam
Yeah.
forests and swamps.
Now, we're not playing this just yet. We're just kind of, looking to see how it works. So we're running around, and yes, it actually looks cartoonish like this, guy. So you're not seeing it.
Greetings, traveler.
Well, I haven't touched a console game in 32, 33 years. I had one of the very first original PlayStations that came out way back when the first Metal Gear Solid was a thing and all that stuff. And then I ended up giving that to my niece, my sister's oldest daughter, and joined the military and hadn't touched one since. All right, so that game works. Okay. Beautiful. All right, so that game works. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and close out Steam. We're going to dig with our display drivers again. Why not? We're going to take that back down to that. We're going to take that one back down to that as well. Put that at 100%. There we go. That's going to screw everything up, because why not? There it goes. All right. Now, just as soon as I figure out what I done wrong over here. There we go. All right. Let's see this guy right here. There we go. Yeah, ain't no telling what it looks like for you fine folks. OBS probably done shit on itself. Customize. Nope. Alright, so everything's went stupid, retarded, and all that stuff now all of a sudden. Alright, let's give me just a second, because I done cocked it all up. Let's reset user interface. Okay, beautiful. So there's that. It's all reset. All right, now let's view our docs. YouTube live control. All right, there's that. All right, now let's look at YouTube. We're moving our docs back around on and YouTube chat. There we go. Now, where can we put you at? Put you right there. Squeeze you down. All right, now edit, lock docs. I think that's. Let's see. I'm moving my docs around in my OBS right at the moment, guys. Here, I'll show you. Maybe. You can go away now. There we go. All right, now. Give me just a second, Dirty, and I will look at your text messages here in just a second, good sir. I am still cobbling around in my audio mixer. There we go. Now that I managed to screw all that up over there, that's what happens when you go messing with your display settings, guys. You do silly things like that. All right. All right, now let's look at this chat now. Now that we done cocked everything up. All right. Oh, happy belated birthday. You said it was your birthday on the 20th, so 4 days late. Happy birthday. let's see. Yes. I actually have a. Well, I actually have you on a monitor too. For some reason, OBS says no. I can't detach it, and move it to the other channel. So, but yeah, I actually have that debate quite often. On people will get my live stream whenever I'm playing like Fishing Planet or something like that, and say, "Ha ha." Console this, console that, and I'm like, no, don't be stupid. You're dumb if you're going to approach it like that, because here's the thing. Consoles, they're good. In their own right, they are good. Okay? However, with that being said, we don't want the transitions, Doc. Scenes, transitions. No, we don't want that one. Okay, where's my scenes transition, or my scenes? Yes, I'm still trying to figure my OBS out. Oh, there we go. Um, Perfect. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. All right, we got life figured out now. All right, so I got OBS squared away now. Yay! Sorry about that, guys. It's all part of learning. But anyhow, we get into this penis measuring contest. Well, consoles are better. No, they're not. Factually, no, they're not. Reality, no, they're not. Because and anybody that has any idea of hardware and software can tell you that a PC, hardware wise, is one, you can upgrade the RAM, the video card, the processor, the hard drive, the software. You're not confined to console. And I used this example in the last stream. Now that I ain't over here poking around in freaking OBS getting shit sorted out. Now, understand, consoles, that they are a beautiful gaming platform in their own right. But no way, shape, form can you compare any console to a computer, because the hardware is fundamentally different. What do you mean, Chief? And my console's better than you? No, it's not. Shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about, and I'll explain. A computer is designed to be a higher end computer system over any console. Remember, I said you can upgrade your processor, your video card, your RAM, your hard drive. Unless you have some type of technical and software skills, then you're going to be hard pressed to upgrade it. Now, could I open up one of your Xboxes and upgrade the video card to match the video card that I have in my computer? No, it's just not possible, because the video card that I have in my computer is as big as the whole freaking motherboard in your stupid console system, okay? So with that being said, there's just no way that you could upgrade your console to match the hardware that I have in my computer. It's just not possible. Okay. But be that as it may, consoles are good in their own respective lane. But you can never compare a console gaming system to a computer. You can't. Physically, in reality, or whatever. And I know that's going to hurt some people's feelings and all that, and I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you the reality and facts. But I'm also bluntly spoken and all that stuff, so. All right, back to our gaming. So, we got all these games. Yeah, we tried that one. Did we try this one? No, we didn't install that one. You know what? for shits and giggles, let's just go ahead and, because I still got to install all these games now that I can do it on the hard drive that actually works now. Let's go ahead and just for shits and giggles to take away the boredom, because I'm pretty sure I'm boring you beautiful people. Let's go ahead and play some Fishing Planet. So let's just minimize that and Fishing Planet. Let's just go ahead and just go over there and dick around for shits and giggles. I don't think that I can change the title of my stream, though. Let me see while Fishing Planet's deciding on life. Can we switch you or as the owner, refresh page, select stream? No. Can we change the stream? I mean, I could if I was in Steam, and I'm not going to pull up my web browser and all that stuff. So, what do you say, folks? Let's just go ahead and jump on over here to some Fishing Planet. Is the display capture not capturing? Nope. Hell, it's hung up. All right. Well, let's remove those displays real quick. So give me just a second. We'll remove those. Oh, there we go. Fishing Planet right there. Shit, yeah, we got this. Excuse me. Buy, gamble with your friends for yourself. I've actually seen, I think it was Neebs Gaming, Neebs, Abstro, and Duralius and Simon. I think they were playing that, which was freaking hilarious, if I remember correctly. See, guys, we fixed our graphics, display settings, and all that stuff, and OBS stopped having a baby elephant, and YouTube gave it the fuck up and stopped bitching. So there you go, guys. Let's see. We came back to Lone Star, but I don't remember why we come back to Lone Star. I think we came back to Common Pickerel, Chain Pickerel, Catch a Fish, Threadfin, Size, Shadmore, Mudwater River Catch, Blacktail Shiner. What was the daily catch? Daily catch, Mudwater, and all that stuff. We was gonna do some missions and all that stuff, but guys, I think I'm just wanting to go fishing, if I'm to be honest. Feed the black cat. You know what? Let's just go over here and feed the black cat. Feed the white cat, feed the red cat, feed the Siamese cat, feed the spotted cat. Let's just go over here to that one. I mean, we got a little bit of money to get us to go where we need to go. So now that Chief done unscrewed up his life of confusion with his Linux and Steam library and all that stuff, and everybody had a good laugh, let's go feed some kitty cats. All right, and see, now we got to go over here across the world. Lene, Velia, Fishery. All right, let's go feed them pussy cats for $48. They better be worth it. All right, let's go ahead and go to a private room. That way I'm not disturbed and stuff like that by people getting in front of me and bebopping around where I can't even see what I'm doing. All right. All right. Come here, kitty. Kitty. All right. Here, let's take stuff out of our hand. Feed the black cat. So how do we feed the cat? Might have troubled you for a striped one, please? Who the hell's talking to me? Do we gotta actually feed the cats, or what do we got going on? Let's look at this. All right, travel. All right, we're there. All right, so how do we feed them? Do we like catch a damn fish and feed them? Is that what we do? A striped one, huh? So you are, I don't know, what black and white. Well, you're black, orange, and white. You're confused as hell. All right, well, let's oh, they ain't gonna eat on no frog. You know, there's only like 4 or 5 fishing games. All right, let's see here. We got that rod and that rod. So let's change the bait to some bread with honey for that one. Okay, and then let's do some dough balls for that one. All right, now let's go ahead and change our hooks because our hooks are stupid large. Let's go with a 1/0 hook for that one and that one. And let's go with a 1/0 hook for that as well. Let's see, what can we put on that? I do like fishing, and keep in mind I actually had a back surgery some time ago. Let's throw some crickets on you. Let's throw some grasshoppers on you. See, you are a 3/0 hook. Let's throw some dragonflies on you. All right, perfect. Let's change you out to something else. Let's throw a 3-inch worm on you. Actually, you know what? Let's go with a 4-inch shad. Yeah, there we go. And so I was actually bedridden, and I went down this rabbit hole of there we go. Let's get that shining to the moon. You know me, I like my fishing rods standing straight up. All right, close enough. And I was bedridden and stuff like that, so I couldn't really. I think we could probably get away with a smaller bobber on that. What do y'all think? That is a light. Do we have any bobbers? Any light bobbers? Not really. So anyhow, we're gonna poke one out there. All right, let's send that right there. And I went down this rabbit hole of fishing games, and that last one that I played, the other one, that was the actual first fishing game that I had actually tried out. And then I bought a couple of the other ones and stuff like that. And then I ended up coming across the fishing planet and been hook, line, sinker since. It's almost like I need to change my bobber size. No, it's medium. Let's do that. Double check. Yep, everything's good. All right. Huh. Interesting. So I think this kitty cat wanted a. Which one is it? Which one is it? It would actually be the number 3 rod. So this kitty cat wanted a striped one. So let's look over here. So which one would be a striped one? Silver brim. I don't see no striped fishies. Unless it'd be like one of those. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. All right, let's see. Let's get. Nope. Wrong pole, Chief. Number 5. Nope. I did it again. Oh my God. What are you doing, Chief? Just number 6, dummy. There you go. Alright, now let's send this bait right off the edge of that. Send it. Zing. Alright, now we're gonna do a number 1 speed. We're gonna turn our rod that way, because see that grass right there? If we turn our rod that way, we'll come right by that grass. And then we're going to do a little stop and go action. Because at this lake, they like number 1 speed and a little stop and go. Yeah. So hopefully we can catch something and feed the kitty cat behind us. That's what I'm thinking. And of course, yep. Like I said, guys, the stream, we got a fish playing with our bait. When the bait hovers like that, it's usually a fish that's nudging it or wanting to hit it and all that stuff. So, and then we're pushing 92 frames per second, which that's fairly good. Of course, you got those people that's got to have 4,000 by 3,000 video settings or 8,000 by whatever and all that stuff. 1080's fine. You know. So, let's do a little lift and drop method and see if we can entice somebody to bite our hooky there. Of course, we probably came in a low peak of the day, too, so that's always a thing also. Yeah, but I do like this lake, too. It's just you're fishing for some type of carp or something in this lake. So just keep that in mind. A fishing theme, you say, huh? Hold on just 1 second. So I managed to get the games to work with the hard drive and stuff like that, and I'm actually live streaming now, showing all that stuff off. And of course, we had to swing by Fisher Planet and do a little bit of fishing and all that stuff. So see you whenever you get here. I've got somebody coming over this morning and all that stuff. But anyhow, it's actually my neighbor. They're should be getting off work here before long, and they had me install Linux on their computer as well because, well, when they bought their computer, it comes standard with Windows 11 on it. We didn't even let that fucker boot up. When we got it to the house and we plugged it in, the first thing it done is booted into the USB drive and completely formatted that whole freaking computer. So, yep. All right, let's go to our rod, 7 rod. All right, let's try some grubs. Let's throw that right over there. What do y'all think? Yeah, let's try that. All right, let's take a look at. Yeah, my preview is looking really good on y'all's side. All right, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and that way I can install more games, and I'll give y'all an update a little bit later on the day. So, thank each and every one of y'all for being here, and we'll see you in the next stream today with an update.